What's up, YouTube fam? I'm so excited because one, I have great news to share, and two, I want to share a story slash something that is really relevant right now in my life that I'm thinking about a lot. And so first, I want to start with a verse. So I'm quoting it because I don't want to mess it up, but Matthew 33:34, Matthew 6:33-34. It says, "But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all things will be given to you as well. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own." So two parts there really I see, and they really talk a lot about what just happened, a cool event, but also the last 3, 4, 5 months of my life. So I'm in this weird stage where I finished college in December, and now it's March, and I'm waiting for my job at Southwest to start, and I decided to spend a lot of time on campus. I'm pretty much a college student without the stress of classes and stuff, which is beautiful. But at the same time, I'm waiting for my job to start, and that can be a little stressful. It's oh, when's it gonna start? And mainly for me, it's really stressful because for the last 3 months, I've been doing a lot of ministry work on campus, and I have just been loving it so much. I've been wanting to work at Southwest for the last 2 years. And there's almost a part of me that's hey, I don't really want to work at Southwest, but then again, I really do want to work at Southwest. So it's oh, I don't really know, and I'm being pulled in two directions, and it's kind of crazy. And so every day I live wondering, is Southwest gonna call me and be hey, it's time to start your job? And I'm gonna be but I want to do ministry, and I don't know what to do, and but I really don't want to miss this opportunity for the job. So every day is kind of on edge for me. And I used to be the person I want to know what's going on in the future. I want to be able to plan things out. I want to know my start date is this, then, whenever, and I've just been really waiting on it and not really pushing it, and I don't know, either way, I've just been on edge, not really know. And mostly I've been thinking a lot about spring break, which is now coming up in 4 days. No, 2 days. No, it's tomorrow it starts, really. But either way, the thing is, I was thinking a lot about spring break, and I was all right, I could potentially be starting work now, but I could also go on a missions trip with somebody, or go on a trip with crew or things like that. And so I'm okay, I can't officially sign up for going with crew or going on a missions trip or something like that, but at the same time, and but I don't want to wait too long, because then I won't actually be able to register, because it'll be too late. But I don't know when my job with Southwest is actually going to start, and I don't want to reach out to them, because then it might make it happen where I start earlier or whatever. So either way, I've just been trying to live every day by the moment, going with it. And I've just been doing this in general, just hey, God, what do you want me to do today? How do you want to use me? I have all these meetings set up, but cancel a meeting if you want, because you want me to talk to somebody else or whatever. And that has just been the most fulfilling experience ever. Just being able to live daily for God has just been super crazy. But I bring all this up, and I bring up spring break because I didn't know what I was doing, and it's the week before spring break, and I had no idea what I was doing. And I was it's too late to sign up for anything. It's too late to go on any missions trip. It's too late to do so many things. And I was yo. And I haven't heard back from Southwest, and I was I'm gonna be doing absolutely nothing for all of spring break. And if you don't know me very well, I hate doing nothing. It kills me to do nothing. It's torture to do nothing. So I was really worried, not sure what to do. And then all of a sudden it came out of nowhere. A friend of mine from Bay Area Community Church, he's actually discipling me. He was hey, well, we're going to California for a conference and to do some work and volunteer and stuff like that. Maybe you should come. And I was that kind of sounds cool, but I don't have $800 to spend on a ticket to go to Oakland, California, and hear from Ravi Zacharias, or what, I think that's how you say his name. And I was I don't know how this is gonna work. And he got back to me. He's oh, well, the church can cover some of it, and they can cover this much. And I was yeah, but I still have to pay another $300. And I was just I don't know, how am I gonna manage this? It's super late. I was I'm gonna figure out a way to do this. And it's funny, because I had a friend of mine help me look up flights, and it was Tuesday night. Now it's Thursday. It was Tuesday night. We were looking at flights, and Tuesdays are usually the cheapest day to buy flight tickets, FYI, because that's when they hit the discounts. And it was Tuesday night, and I was there was a flight for $628, and I was I feel we can still get better than that. I was I feel God is just saying there's better out there. And I had messaged 2 people who I know who work at Southwest, and I was hey, do you have any way you can help me out? Do you have any buddy passes or something, or do you know anything? And turns out one of my friends followed through with a buddy pass, and I'm actually going to Oakland for free. This is crazy. I have just seen I'm flying for free to Oakland. I'm going to this conference for free. I get to volunteer. I get to do something that I'm really great at, which is serving and outreach and things like that at the University of Berkeley. if that's what it's called. I don't know. It's called Berkeley. I know that, but it's a complete tangent. Sorry. Like all of this like has just come through in the last like 48 hours before like spring break actually starts. Like it's crazy how like when I'm living on mission for God, like he will provide, like the verse says, like seek first his righteousness and his kingdom and all other things will be given to you. Like I have really felt that. Like I've been living on campus for free for the last like 3 months pretty much. Like free housing, free food, like God has been providing for me because like I am on mission for him. And it's just crazy to think about how like it actually works and like seeing it actually work. Because like sometimes like you like, yeah, I can believe, I have to have faith. And that's the thing is like I had to take some leaps of faith to be like, hey, I'm living day by day for God, like whatever. Like it was not an easy decision. It took time. Like it's been a process of months at least that like I was like, all right, I need to put more faith in like just saying, hey God, I'm giving this all up to you, giving up every day to you, living for you every single day. Not what I want to do, but what you want me to do, because really honestly what he has me doing is so much more fulfilling. Like I have not been more like continuously joyful for a period of time than I am like currently. Like being able to meet so many students and like see the impact that they have on other students and like just seeing the beauty in everybody has just been so amazing that I've experienced through all of this. And so the cool thing is like also I'm not worrying about the day after tomorrow or like I'm just focused on every single day and being like, all right God, where am I going today? And it's just been like a crazy experience. And now seeing a giant fruitful version of it, which is going to Oakland, California for a spring break and not having to pay like anything, like literally nothing. It's just been like a crazy experience where like God is like really providing for me. And so it's just been crazy. So I wanted to share that story, but I also wanted to share like that verse because like it's something that I feel like we should all be living by as Christians, and like that we should really, it takes a lot of like, by all means, I'm not saying it's an easy thing to do. Like it takes a lot of faith and like a lot of commitment, especially like when like, hey, I'm going through college and I have to worry about like getting grades, or like I have a job and I need to worry about like providing for my family, or like all kinds of things that like where it's like, yeah, there is a certain amount of like responsibility and like things that you need to do, but like at the same time you also got to put some faith in God. Actually a lot of faith. It takes a lot of faith, and God will reward it. And like that's just what I'm experiencing. That's what I really think about when I think about like pastors and like things like that, because like literally they're relying on like complete and total God and the generosity of people to support them as they do things, and people living on missions and stuff like that. So I just wanted to share this story with you. One, because I wanted to archive it for myself because it's just a crazy experience and I want to be able to look back at this. Also too, because I hope it like is encouraging to you guys and like challenging to you guys as well. And I'm sure there's other reasons, but yeah, that's awesome. So if you guys have any questions about like the whole like putting your faith in God every single day and like living day by day for him, like by all means, please hit me up. If you want to ever talk about love or talk about the Holy Spirit, those are two of my other favorite topics to talk about. But if you have any questions, you just want to connect, just want to hang out, whether you're a believer or not, it doesn't really matter. Whether you're religious or not, it doesn't matter. I love hanging out with people, getting to know people. I love connecting the dots with people, and like it really is a small world. I've realized that as I've gotten to know like 90 or so students pretty well this past semester. So with that being said, reach out to me. I would love to hear from you. Love to get you to know you a little bit better. But until next time, high five! And sorry if the sun just like completely screwed up the second half of this video. I just realized it came out a lot and I can't do anything about it.